Episode 33 of the 580 show. Myself, Riley, Dante, and Frawley from Myrtle Beach.
What's up?
Frawley, we missed you this week, buddy.
I
Big
know.
time.
I'll be back. Coming back tomorrow, Friday.
Oh, so you'll be there for Strongman Saturday?
Nope, my wedding.
Ah, gosh.
I
almighty.
pretty much just hate you guys now. So
It
been a week away.
Tis the season.
New friends.
is wedding season for sure.
You're going to a 10 a.m. wedding?
No, but it's in Harrisburg.
Oh,
So
fair enough.
Riley has
Easy.
20 weddings coming up, too.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's disastrous for his strongman prep for Ohio's strongest goal.
It's all good.
I'll be
I'll
there.
get it in. Don't you worry.
I
I'll
think
find a way.
I think the Ohio Strongest School guys are going to be coming on in the next couple weeks. We're going to have them on this week. Just didn't work out with scheduling and stuff like that. I think Vaughn's going to drop in this episode and join us for a little bit, talk about his show a bit, and we'll just kind of catch up with him. Frawley, this week, I was reminded why I hate powerlifting so much. And it kind of pissed me off, I'll be honest.
Why did you specifically call me out on that?
Because you,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
yeah, but you're like the notorious powerlifter.
Yeah, I know, because I squat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I just want to say, everyone, I forgot about everyone thinks they have a world record in powerlifting.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable. Let me just say, if you have a 500-pound deadlift and you're a male, you do not have a world record. I don't care what you tell your mom or your aunt or your grandma, you do not have a world record in powerlifting. It's disturbing. I see this stuff. It's like a 550 deadlift, and posting that bragging that they have a world record. Like, dude, give me a break. Give me a break. It's very, very frustrating.
Yeah,
Dante,
that's
share
Christian record, doesn't
Dante,
it?
share your screen real quick. Go to openpowerlifting.org. The YouTube watchers, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll get a little extra.
Probably, do you have a record?
Yeah, I do. I had the USPA drug tested world record deadlift and,
Like you can just
and the
you can-
RPS for the squat deadlift in total. So like
That's crazy. I've never heard you talk about that.
yeah.
if you go right, if you go onto the RPS site, I still have the 198 world
Right.
record for deadlifts at 645.
Exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
So if you're watching on YouTube, if you're not, go to openpowerlifting.org. That's what Dante has pulled up right now.
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the world records. Okay. These are the world records. Filter by the class, whatever the top is of that class, that's the world record. Go here. You can go to the top. If you want to call someone's BS, if you want to check your rankings, this is awesome. They didn't have this when I first started lifting.
No. Yeah.
This is really cool.
It's taken over the last few years.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So, and it tells you the date, the location they did it in. And you can filter by like US, you could do US, you can do any country, you can do world record, your country's record. And then you can
Federations.
yeah. And like, I just want newer people because I know there's a lot of beginners, intermediate people that listen that may not know. Like if you hear someone like saying they have a world record or an American record, if they're not number one in their weight class on this site, they do not have a world record or American record. Like I'm sorry. It's a nice story, it's whatever, but they're lying to you.
You can use those records as like a training goal or like a goal that you want to hit at a meet, but like you also need to hold it in perspective to be like, hey,
Right.
these aren't, I mean, yeah, like I deadlifted the most in this class in this federation, and that's a good goal to have, but you just have to hold that perspective and be like, well, I understand I'm not as strong as Mark Henry.
Sure.
So,
No,
yeah.
100%. I think I'm excited to see what Vaughn's pissed off about tonight because did you guys see his Instagram post?
yeah, I think it's
I'm gonna-
about some mobiles, but we'll let him talk about it.
I can't believe people are like
That'll be controversial.
I don't even want to talk about it, but dude, if you're criticizing Simone Biles,
Are we good with the screen? Are we good? Stop
yeah,
sharing.
you're
screen?
fine.
Okay.
You can take it off. I just wanted people to know where to
Josh
go.
always says there's a ton of federations in powerlifting. I didn't know there was that many.
Dude,
There's so many.
there's 100,000.
I did not know that.
There's too many.
So
That's
it's
what-
so specific, like your federation, your weight class in that
Yeah,
federation.
There's so many.
Dude, I'm telling you, I've said it on the show before. My dad could sign up for. We could find my dad a show in the next 2 weeks to set a world
Alright.
record. A world record for a federation. Literally, and it would just be someone that it's a class. He's over 60. He's a 60s, so masters. So you could find like a subdivision and find something, a class that no one's competed in, and he would just have the world record.
Yeah.
And my dad, who doesn't lift weights, could say.
I think the only like somewhat legitimate record that I could like give somebody some credit for that isn't an open powerlifting record is USAPL. And that's only because you have to set USAPL record.
But yeah, USAPL.
Like USAPL world records you have to set at the world meet. National records have to be set at nationals. It's also like the only true drug tested, which I mean, we know how that goes. But
yeah, I hate that federation. I hope it fails.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan, but I think that's the only one that I could say that like has some legitimacy to their records because of how the way that you have to break them.
Yeah, I always got rubbed the wrong way when I forget what year it was. It'd probably be like 2016, 20, sometime in there. But it came to my attention that the people that won nationals and the people that go to the World Powerlifting Championships to represent America had to pay for everything. Everything. And the USAPL is making millions.
Yeah.
And you have the top 8 people who you got the top 8 people who won nationals. They get to they're representing America and they're going for powerlifting and they got to pay for their own sweatsuit. Even it's like a $10,000. That's why powerlifting is like, I hope strongman never, ever gets like that.
And
ever.
The sad part is that there are fanboys out there that will back the USAPL and say, well, you know, it costs a lot of money to run drug test. Like, bullshit. They make enough money. They could pay to send people.
Go to the dollar store and get a drug test.
Yeah.
So
What's up, Vaughn?
Speaking of drug tests, joining us is Vaughn Sikorski.
What's up, Vaughn?
What's up?
My drug tests suck.
What's up, bro? Welcome to the 580 show.
What's going on, guys? What are you guys talking about?
We're
Fan
talking
favorites
shit.
back.
Talking shit on powerlifting right now.
Oh,
It's annoying.
did you guys see the video of that one dude who's a powerlifter bashing strongman?
No.
Was that the one Sack? Was that the one Sacker shared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Who is
Derek Grip something.
I don't know who he is. He's a freaking clown, though.
Never heard of her.
I mean, if you've never done strongman, why would you sit there and bash it? He was talking about lifting up weird things and that. Why? I don't know. Powerlifters, this is what cracks me up about powerlifters. And you guys could probably agree. They always talk about, well, we don't have to wear straps to deadlift. What about when you're walking with 350 pounds in each hand? There's no straps using that. Name me a powerlifter. How many powerlifters can do that?
Well, they're all world record holders, Vaughn. You should be bowing down.
That's
That's what pissed me off. Like I saw so I don't know what it was this week with the powerlifting dorks, but and that's how I got started in strength sports. But I saw a kid post a 550 deadlift sumo, and that's fine. Sumo conventional, they're allowed in powerlifting, whatever. I don't care. But 550 sumo deadlift, and he is claiming he has a world record, and I'm like, bro. Like,
what do you weigh, like 60 pounds?
No, it's because there's 100,000 federations in powerlifting.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I was saying when you joined. I hope strongman never gets to that where there's like 100,000 world record holders and stuff like that.
I think strongman I think the community keeps everybody else in check.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
There's only 2 feds too.
That's in the States.
Yeah.
So that matters because that funnels all of your lifters into 1 and 2 funnels. You're either USS Nationals or you're at Strongman Corp Nationals.
Right.
So,
and I mean, there's a lot of big shows that conflict now, but like the nice part about strongman is it's not standardized. So it's like, it's just cool. I don't know. It's fun to me.
You know, elite powerlifters, I mean, they're elite dudes. They're strong ass dudes.
Yep.
I'm not saying anything negative about them. There's a lot of strong dudes out there that powerlift, but you can't bash strongman if you're a powerlifter because, oh, well, he's lifting a stone. Well, go lift a stone and tell me how easy it is.
Yeah. We'll tear your bicep.
Dumbass. It's more conventional to do strongman for living your life than it is doing powerlifting.
Well, it's probably the same.
You get to lay down on one of the events.
It's probably the same, like where we've talked before on the show, where the people that badmouth CrossFit are the people who haven't really achieved anything in any strength sports anyway.
Right.
So like if it's a strongman talking shit on powerlifting or vice versa, they're probably not that strong anyway to begin with.
Right, 100%.
So,
And,
you know what I mean? So it's like, whatever.
Yeah, I don't think people realize, like, with CrossFit, like, I think the CrossFit Games is going on this week, isn't it, Frawley?
Yeah.
Ooh,
So-
you know about that.
Yeah, my cousin owns a CrossFit gym.
He's a CrossFit fan.
Well, my cousin owns a gym, but I don't think people realize, like, those dudes are top. Like, the top CrossFitters could go to a local strongman comp and a lot of them would win their class.
Yeah.
Like, Kurt walked up to a log the first time Kurt's my cousin Vaughn that owns the local CrossFit gym. He walked up, he weighs like 175, walked up to a log his first time ever touching a log and pressed 225.
Nice.
So it's like for a lightweight strongman, it's like that's gonna already be competitive, and he can do farmers carries. Like he pulls over 500, and he's not even an elite CrossFitter. Like he's just in a more he's in a higher.
Yeah, but he was probably strong in an athlete before he did CrossFit.
Yeah, he was a football.
Because the bulk of CrossFit, dude, their technique on their form on their lifts is atrocious. It really is. You ever see them
bad
do?
coaching?
Ever see them do? Yeah, they do snatches, power clean. Dude, it's so bad.
I think the same could be said though for strongman.
Oh my gosh, are you?
There's bad form everywhere.
Yeah,
That's what I hate to see, and that's why I yell at people. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
you know who had the worst form I've ever seen tonight? Dante on his clean, and I yelled at him. He didn't call me over. It was disgusting. I was like, "What the hell are
Today
you?"
was not a good log day for me.
I was gonna say, give Dante a chance.
But like, it wasn't even like it was like it
I
was
don't need
just,
to defend myself.
it was
I
just
accept
weird. It was weird. It looked like when someone tries to clean a log for the first time, and his elbows were just so far back, and I was like, "Dude, what the hell are you doing?" Like,
I get no comment.
Yeah.
You know what, Josh? When you run a 4.4, then you can say whatever you want.
4.47.
Yeah,
man.
4.47. Come on.
Until then, keep your mouth shut.
I agree.
Vaughn should have been there to give him a punch in the ribs.
Yeah.
Then he would have done it right.
Let me say one more thing about powerlifting that I wrote in my notes, and I don't want to bash powerlifting, but it's never going to be in the Olympics. So stop it. Stop it. Stop. It's not going to be in the Olympics.
No.
There's too many things that you don't have a strict, like the way people see squat depth is different. And do you wear gear? Do you not wear gear? Do you they have Olympic lifting. They have Olympic weightlifting in the Olympics. They're not going to put in another weightlifting thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to just,
and that's another lift. They got 3 lifts.
yeah.
As opposed to Olympic lifting only has 2 lifts.
Right. And Olympic lifting, you can judge a lot easier.
Yeah, I hate Olympic lifting too. I hate the soft elbow. You know, if it's over your head, it's over your head, dude.
Yeah.
Who cares if your elbow shakes a little bit and then
Those
you
people
walk
are
out? It's over
those
your damn
people
head.
are crazy though. I don't watch the Olympics at all. I don't know why. I've never gotten into it, whatever, but
I used to love Olympic boxing. That was fun to watch.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many Olympic sports that I'm like, I didn't even like until this week. I did not know Olympic golf was a thing. Did you guys know Olympic golf was a
I
thing?
did not know that.
Nope.
It's
They added 3-on-3 women's basketball too. Like, why is it
Yeah.
3-on-3?
Dude, Riley, I seen that. I was like, wait, they're playing 3-on-3 now? Half
Yeah,
court?
I
yeah.
don't get it.
I don't know. It's bizarre. It's bizarre to me that USA basketball doesn't beat every team by 100 points. It's like the most bizarre thing I've ever heard. They have 10 of the best basketball players on earth on the same team playing against dudes that can't even play in the G League and they lose. It's bizarre. Riley, did you see Luis Scola is 41 and he's starting in the Olympics?
No, I didn't see that.
For Argentina or something like that?
I mean, all those teams have to take old guys from the NBA because that's like still the best they have.
Right. But it's crazy to me. But whatever. Enough Olympic talk. Vaughn, who pissed in your cereal with that post you had on Instagram?
It's not just one person.
Yeah,
It's a
just adding
slew
up.
of people.
That's how I felt today.
It's a slew of people. I'm getting fed up, and I shouldn't be. I try to be patient, but it's hard to be patient.
Right.
Sometimes you should be.
Everybody just needs to shut up every once in a while.
I agree.
Shut the hell up. Everybody's an expert in everything all of a sudden. It drives me nuts. Shut the hell up.
I hear that for sure. Well, let's try to cheer you up. Let's talk about some positive stuff. Steel City strongest.
Steel City strongest.
Let's go.
Hey,
We got to start talking about it.
Dude. So, and this is what, we were talking about. So far there's 58 athletes signed up. I don't know how many more I'm going to get because how many weeks out are we? It's the 18th of September.
Probably like 8, right? 8-ish.
Probably like 7-8 weeks, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks. Okay. So I'll get some more athletes signed up. But dude, it's going to be the best show if there was only going to be 30 people.
Yeah.
I had a couple athletes ask me about, well, there's nobody else in my class. Well, then you know what? You're going to Nats. Because I'm not closing a class because nobody wants to compete with you or against you.
right.
Yeah.
You signed up. You're going to put the effort in. You're going to train. I'm not closing the class up.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's actually going to be fun. And I showed you guys seen that frame, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So I'm picking up one of the sleds tomorrow, actually. Just the base of it. Okay. Not the decorative part. But the decorative part is going to look like the Duquesne inclines.
Ooh.
Oh,
you told
that's
me
cool.
that.
Yeah. And you're
That's
going to
awesome.
pull it up that loading dock that has that. It's like it's a slight angle. I think it's like 20-degree angle, something like that. But it'll be tough. It'll be tough to do, but it's going to be fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. And,
That's
the
awesome.
celebrity judges, the celebrity host,
The
Who's
camera
that?
guy. The camera guy.
the camera guy is the best. dude.
Tell my
I'll be
friend
following that guy around the whole time. He's super hot.
Ooh.
you're gonna tell my friend Chode live on this podcast to call his wedding off so I can go to the show.
Yeah, we have a wedding that day.
And I'm in the wedding. That's the part that I'm a groom.
Dude, everybody is getting married.
It's
Yep.
unbelievable. Riley has 20 weddings. We actually talked about that before you came on, but Riley has 20 weddings to go to before.
I think I have five more before the end of the year.
I have 3.
Are these weddings like that are pushed off from last year?
A couple of them were.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I have one a week before nationals
that's horrible.
really?
in Colorado. I'm in it.
Wow.
Yeah. Rough
You
one.
gotta-
Yeah,
still got to
that's-
get your training on out there, even though it's
All right.
last.
It's the last week. Yeah, I'll be fine.
John
Like I
Jones
said-
goes on a big bender before every fight, so the week
Yeah.
before.
So Vaughn, your show,
Yeah.
log press,
Log press,
Sandbag.
reps, clean once, rep away. You get 2 choices of logs, the lighter one or the heavy one. A couple of these super heavyweights, dude, they're repping out the heavy log right now like it's not a big deal.
yeah,
That
Their
class
weight-
is stacked.
their weight is what for heavyweight
I think
for
it's
super
3
heavy
1/4, 320 or 3 1/4.
320.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. So you have 4 events posted: log press, clean and press away, sandbag load medley with frame carry, conventional deadlift face to face,
Yeah.
sandbag keg throw over bar. Do you want to break the news on the show what the 5th event is?
The 5th event is the sled drag. So it's a sled pull, I should say.
Ooh.
So you're going to be seated, with your feet up against something to support your feet so you can press against, and you're going to pull that rope 50 feet and drag that sled. That's the ones that are going to look like the incline.
Hell yeah.
So it'll be for time or distance. It's going to be difficult. Your back is going to be spent after this event.
Yeah. So are you going to have multiple events going at once at this show?
Depends how many athletes I get.
Yeah.
If I get, originally, I had 40 athletes within 3 months.
Yeah.
And I was predicting maybe I'm going to get 100 athletes. but it's looking I'm probably going to get like 70 athletes. So I can probably still run it with 2 athletes at a time and get done in a very good amount of time. So nobody's staying like till 6 o'clock.
Yeah. It's going to be at Legends.
Yes, it's going to be at Legends. So like that sandbag keg throw, the women will be throwing sandbags. The men will be throwing kegs. Unless it rains, then everybody's going to be throwing sandbags. What the other cool part of the show is the 50 plus USS World Championships.
Mhm.
There's 3 guys signed up for that. A couple of the guys that were qualified can't make it, and they had some circumstances where it's unfortunate they couldn't make it. So, but that's going to be cool. Did you guys see that belt I posted?
I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Dude, that belt probably weighs 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that
It
belt
looks
is
awesome.
it's legit. I have to show you guys that thing. I didn't want to pull it out of the thing. I just leave it up in the room right now, so I don't have to play with it. But that belt is legit. That's a cool belt.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I saw it circulating on social media and some strongman groups and stuff, people posting it.
Oh,
That was
really?
cool. Yeah, I saw some people that I'm friends with on Facebook reposting it and stuff.
Cool. Yeah, but it's going to be a very good event. It's going to be fun for everybody. Like I said, they're going to get to meet a lot of good people there. This is, like I said, this is the first show in the city, the vicinity of Pittsburgh in 10 years, 9 years.
Yeah,
So
it's awesome.
Yeah.
So go to ironpodium.com. You can see all the like event details, everything like that. There's a Facebook group too, right, Vaughn?
Yeah. Steel City Strongest.
Yep. And if you go to ironpodium.com, search up there, like find event, Steel City Strongest, it'll be right there. You'll be able to see it, the weight matrix, the weight classes, how to sign up, everything like that. Get a hold of Vaughn if you have any questions or anything like that. I'm sure he'll be happy to answer them. It's gonna be an awesome
Hit me
show.
up. Yeet.
That just threw me off my train of thought big time. I was gonna say,
My bad.
I don't want to break too much news on this episode, but my show for next year I've told all you guys a little bit about it, but it got approved and everything through USS. So the date, the venue, events, name, all that stuff's approved. So I'm gonna announce it in a little bit. I don't know when yet, but we'll see. As soon as it's ready to go on Iron Podium that day, I'll do it on the podcast. Do registration that open that Sunday night.
Right.
Why can't you put an Iron Podium?
I'm just waiting to fine tune a couple things through the USS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you can put just to be determined. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Hell, I didn't even post the 5th event yet.
Yeah. That's all right. That's breaking news on the podcast though.
Well,
Right.
yeah, it is. Yeah, cool. Look at me. I'm hip with the kids, the young guys.
Yeah. You're going to be coming down our way this Saturday, Vaughn?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Well, actually, so yesterday. So good job yesterday.
Yeah, good job.
Because this
Yeah.
releases on Sunday night.
Oh,
Yeah.
this
Awesome.
is so fun.
Awesome job. It was nice
Badass.
seeing you. I hope you didn't punch me in the ribs. And if you did, that hurt bad.
I'm
Watch
gonna
out,
get a
Ferg.
3-piece. Just a 3-piece. You know?
Good. Freaking biggest hands I've ever felt. But
Don't tell anybody about that.
you hit me last time I saw you, and it like actually kind of hurt. I didn't. I played it off, but
My bad.
yeah, it's all right. Frawley, I'm starting to think that you don't think Frawley's real because he's not going to be there again on Saturday.
What the
There
hell?
this weekend.
He's
Dude,
in Myrtle Beach.
Ryan is upset about that because Ryan wants to meet Frawley so bad.
I know.
I
Really
can't
looking
wait
forward
to see
meet
that
him.
show.
He texted me and said, "You better be there Friday or Saturday, or I'm flying to wherever you're at. And I'm kicking your ass."
You mean yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
I guess he went.
yesterday,
I guess he went to
Saturday.
Harrisburg then yesterday.
Yeah. I'm in Myrtle Beach right now, and I'm flying home Friday for a wedding that I have to drive to Saturday.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You're gonna,
Man,
you
must
just
really
got to
like
stop
him.
on your way out of town and say hi to everyone, Frawley,
Yeah.
in your suit and
Yeah, just
collar.
Yeah.
stop by and smile and wave.
Yeah.
I'll wait, boys.
I have I've actually had more than I had originally intended. People reach out about the wheelbarrow for nationals. I didn't think this many people were going to reach out. It's actually kind of cool.
You're
Someone-
probably the only one in this area that even has it.
We were the first. We were the first gym to get one, and to my knowledge, we're still the only one that's actually received theirs. We ordered it the day they announced it. So, I mean, they're personally fabbed up and stuff. Like they're made after they're ordered. So
Mhm.
like there's not like an influx of them just ready to go out.
Yeah, they don't have any in stock.
Yeah. So I mean, it's awesome. It's heavy duty. I think this Saturday is my first Saturday like on program, like really starting to play with it a little bit. So
What do you have to do?
Saturday at nationals or on my
No,
program?
no. In your program.
Um,
What'd you do yesterday?
Yesterday was a great day. I had wheelbarrow carry. I worked up to an RP 9, just a tough set for 50 feet, and then I dropped.
RPE 9. Did you understand that, Dante?
Dante's,
I'm not programmed RP9. Don't be putting words in my mouth.
but yeah. So I'm actually running with it doing some runs with it on Saturday, and then on my deadlift day, I'm replacing trap bar with the wheelbarrow per Koth Ken for some reps on that deadlift. Koth Ken, when the hell are we gonna get that guy down here? I'm eager to meet
I
him.
talked to him today, actually. I mean, he has so much going on the weekends that it's tough for him to get down. I think he has a better chance of coming down during the week than he does on the weekend.
Well, I got an extra room in my house. He can stay here if he wants.
I'll come over.
Yeah, let's get it. I got two, not bragging.
You guys can have a sleepover.
Not bragging.
No, I know he plans on coming down before the show,
I'm
but when, I don't know. I don't know. We talked today, and he really didn't have his schedule mapped out yet.
I might throw the wheelbarrow in the back of the truck and drive up to him for a Saturday.
But you know what? I actually talked about that with Ryan tonight, about heading up there, because Strength Depot is such a nice gym, and there's room for that to work there.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm actually up for that.
Get
Well,
the
let's
wagon
do
in the
it.
back, put the tarp on top, and we're set.
There's some people coming down. So Vaughn, who are your buddies that are coming in from out of town to 580 yesterday? It was great meeting them.
Out of town. Well, yes, Jessica.
David Johns or
Oh, so David Johns. David Johns is a strong cat, dude. So the dude's older than I am. Can deadlift a ton. He's kind of like an older version of Dante. Does that help you?
But
and
I am.
Dante's still gonna look older than him somehow.
We'll take a side by side and say who's older.
Yeah. So I met David at Nats in 19, and one thing I remember about him was during the yoke, right before the yoke, he's like, "Yeah, I have a fracture in my leg." Because I just came off the floor doing mine. I'm like, "What do you mean you get a fracture?" He goes, he had a stress fracture or something in his tibia. I'm like, "Well, if it hurts, just drop it, dude. You know, nothing's really worth it." It was the slowest yoke I've ever seen for 120 feet, 6 feet down, 6 feet back. But he did it. He was not going to do it. You know?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love that.
He's a Dante. He's an older version of Dante.
So you said Jessica's coming. Also, Ryan, is Sacco coming?
Yep, we're riding together.
I love that. guy.
I'm hoping to have Sean. Sean has his daughter's swim meet, so he's not sure what time it will be over. But if not, he's going to come down.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
That would be really cool. He's someone I really want to meet and get to talk to.
yeah, dude.
We'll have to go up there for a Saturday too.
He's probably the most humble person I've ever met.
Yeah.
He's a strong man.
Hell yeah. And he's
Yeah.
the fourth 105 kg
Yeah,
this year at Clash
yeah.
per Dante.
He was the oldest.
And
His deadlift was sick.
yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
deadlift
awesome.
was it was otherworldly.
Dude, he did it up in Michigan. We were at Michigan's Strongest in 18, and he wasn't sure how many reps he had to do. I think the car per crane scale was 700 pounds, I think he did 11 or 12 reps. All he needed was 4 to win.
Wow.
But he wasn't sure what anybody else was going to do. I'm like, I think you probably knew, Sean, maybe after like 5 reps, that there's no way that anybody else is going to get 6. You know what I mean? Because nobody's in his class can pull with him. Even around the world, I think there's 2 other dudes. AJ Dirks is one of them when he cuts down. And the one dude from Australia. That dude is a big puller. But besides those 2 in that weight class, nobody can pull with Sean.
Yeah, well, it was nice meeting you, or I understand that your daughter had a swim meet, so it was.
I think Kate Gutwald's coming too, isn't she?
Yeah, Kate Gutwald's coming down to check out the wheelbarrow.
Cool.
I feel like someone else
She
told
should
me.
bring some meals for us.
Yeah, that's true.
It's free. That's free. That's free advertisement.
Message her.
Cookies,
Well,
right?
yeah, message her and tell her to bring us some meal prep meals.
Or some cookies.
Give the grumpy
Why
old
not
guy
both?
milk.
Something really good that Frawley will be pissed that he missed out on that.
Right.
Because obviously our sexy asses don't matter. He's more attracted to food, which I don't blame
Better
him.
than me, Vaughn.
Right.
Don't you worry. No, that Vaughn posted, what would your 3 top strongmen be if you could train with 3 strongmen all time? I said Shaw, Big Z, and Vaughn Sikorski.
Yeah.
Those are my 3 strongmen.
Mine was
Oh,
easy.
man.
I already had my dream
appreciate
team.
that.
Mine's Riley, Frawley, and Dante. I already got my
Wow.
dream team down
What-
to 580.
What a guy. But
Um,
that's definitely a
Can't believe
fucking
we
lie.
included Riley.
Vaughn, we got some questions. They're
Bring
for
it.
all of us, but before we go to questions, I completely forgot to call Ben Harambe Pavernick an idiot.
You watch your mouth. You watch your mouth with this one, Josh.
What?
I know what you're gonna say.
He sent us. Are you guys all friends with him on Snapchat, Riley, Frawley, Dante?
I don't think I am.
Oh, so only Dante and I saw, but he did a rating of White Gummy Bear today.
Oh no.
And he didn't even say it was top 3. And he said
He's
that
wrong.
he told me Orange Dream School is the best by far. And if you don't believe that, you're just wrong.
He's
Oh,
wrong.
I did make a poll on my story today about Orange Dream School versus White Gummy Bear, and right now Orange Dream School's in the lead.
Yeah,
That's
that only
ridiculous.
that only reaffirms what we think, because there's more idiots in the world than there are geniuses.
Do that.
We knew that from the election.
We're banned from, there we
I think
go,
we need.
now
I
we're-
think we need to have Vaughn. Vaughn, have you ever tried Red Energy drinks?
no, now we're banned from YouTube for political things.
I'm sorry. I should have
No.
delete that.
No, who cares?
If
Pretty
you want
free.
to get clicks, like hate clicks, just post that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just gonna post a clip.
Because all the idiots will want to comment on it.
Yeah. The
I'm
dork.
not an idiot. You're an idiot. Okay.
Vaughn, do you
White
drink
Gummy
energy
Bears
drinks?
better than Orange Dreamsicle.
I haven't had an energy drink since May. I'm not allowed to have any.
Never mind.
Well, you
Yeah.
can take a sip. You can do the 1 sip test like you're supposed
I
to.
can do a sip test. Yeah.
We're gonna give you 2. We're gonna blindfold you. There's no reason we even need to blindfold you, but we're just going to for the YouTube video, and we're gonna give you 2 on Saturday. I'm gonna bring them. We're gonna give you 2.
All right. Bring
energy
it.
drinks, and you're gonna taste them both, and you're gonna tell me which is better.
I will tell you, and I hope what I'm doing is washing down one of Kate's cookies.
Your job. Once we hang up, Vaughn, you got to tell her to bring you cookies.
Cookies.
Thanks for the cookies. They were really good.
Yeah, they were awesome. Great
Cookies
job.
were great. Cookies, brownies, something good.
Just keep going. Just keep
Yes.
moving.
Pie.
I
Cakes.
can't.
Now, let me tell you about pie, Vaughn. I'll tell my grandma make you a pie one day.
Really? What kind? Apple?
She makes apple and
Apple
pumpkin.
or pumpkin.
Pumpkin, dude. I'm a big pumpkin fan too.
They were so good.
Vaughn, you ever have eclair cake?
Oh, here we go.
No.
This
Really?
is a throwback. This
I don't
is a
think so.
throwback.
My Aunt Amy needs to make us eclair cake, and it's called eclair cake, but it's a pie.
This is like
By
a throwback.
definition.
This is like a throwback from episode 5
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
we had a
Yeah.
big debate about this.
Before we were big famous podcasters, that we had a huge debate about this. Vaughn, do you think dinosaurs are real? Were real? let's just hit all.
Let's
the
just
top-
run through all of them.
You think Oreos? You think Oreos?
Are these the questions that you're getting?
No,
No,
this
they're-
is.
I don't think Oreo, or I don't think dinosaurs were ever real. to what we depict them as.
Well, it's hard to, you know how they said, well, this dinosaur was a plant eater. How do you know he's a plant eater?
Well, we got a
Because-
dinosaur on this podcast, like
Right.
Vaughn. Like he's a perfect example.
Oh my
Right.
gosh! Wow!
Raj,
Oh,
about time. Get him in on Vaughn. He called me fat last episode.
that was a ridiculous shot.
You know how many people I called fat in like the past 2 months?
He called me fat like 7 times.
I called Sacco fat when you were on last time, Vaughn, and he sent me a screen recording, and I was in tears when he sent it to me.
Dude,
Oh my god!
there's Paul. So Paul came back, and I still bust his balls, even though I think he's lost like 25 pounds. They said today, and I said to him last Saturday, I said, Paul, what'd you do? Lose like 5 pounds? Is that it? And he got so pissed at me, dude. He was so upset because he's lost more than that, but I'm not gonna let him know that. You know,
Right.
you wanna lose weight. You better show me some abs.
Right.
You know, like he hadn't had a carb for 5 years. Look at those bad boys.
Speaking of dinosaurs, Evan the T-Rex Singleton
Dude.
came in second this last
What
week.
a redemption competition for him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Novikov.
I wish I could say he's our favorite strongman, but he hasn't come on the podcast yet.
Just looking at you, Evan Singleton.
Yeah, Evan.
Back
come
in
on.
March, PA Dutch said he'd come on.
Yeah, Evan. What are you doing? You it's like you're training for like the biggest shows in the world or something.
Yeah, it's like you're busy.
But yeah,
question.
that was cool to see him do that. But yeah, Vaughn, Riley's argument for dinosaurs is that pterodactyls evolved into pigeons. That's what
I don't even
pter-
think. I don't even remember saying
Oh,
that.
get the tape, baby. Get the tape, Dante, producer. Pull it up, baby. I don't forget. And also the worst
I
take.
thought.
of all time-
I thought my argument was alligators. Maybe I'm wrong.
Also the worst take in podcasting history. Not just this podcast, podcasting history. And Riley will admit it now. He's big of him to come around, but he said that Oreos weren't cookies on this podcast before.
What?
I just consider them more like
What
candy.
description are they then?
I consider them more like candy.
On the box, it says
Dude,
Milk's favorite cookie. On
Listen.
the box.
Listen,
and I agree with that.
I have a hypothetical for you. If you wanted Kate to bring cookies and she brought you a box of Oreos, how pissed would you be?
I wouldn't be pissed. I would probably be mad.
But like
because-
you think she's making cookies, right?
What if she made
Yeah, but
homemade
if she brought
Oreos?
Oreos, I would still be fine with that, dude. I mean, who doesn't like
I
Oreos?
get it. I love
Probably
Oreos.
so happy
I
right
do.
now.
I do
That's
love
what
Oreos.
sucks about Oreos. When you open a damn bag, you
I
eat, you
agree.
eat one full sleeve.
I love them. I'm not
Yeah.
talking shit on Oreos, but like if you're like going somewhere and someone tells you to bring cookies and you bring Oreos, people are gonna look at you sideways.
But she owns like
I get,
They can-
I get
they-
your point. Like
They
if
can
you're
look at
going
me
to,
all they
like,
want.
Yeah, but what if
They'll be
she
happy
made-
eating those Oreos.
what if she made like she owns a meal prep like food company? What if she made her own custom Oreos? You wouldn't be mad. You'd be like, that's a sick custom cookie that looks like an Oreo. I'm not pissed. It's still a cookie.
Whatever.
Just because you're mad because you want a big chocolate chip.
Riley,
cookie
don't
after-
make me agree with you.
I had some people in the shadows agreeing with me. I'm not gonna
No,
bring up
no,
their
you-
names,
that's
but I
one
did.
you did not. No,
Oh,
you
I
did
did.
not.
Riley,
was
you're
not
making me
one-
agree with Josh. You got to stop.
Even the
fine.
Fliniets turned on you in that.
That's fine.
If I got to take Josh's side, that's a bad look.
Yeah,
That's
that
fine.
is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
All right, questions. Let's go.
Questions.
Bring 'em.
All right, so a lot of these actually fit in with what we talked about. So we talked about powerlifting, and I do want to say, like, real quick, like, I don't want to go back. Like, I coach a couple powerlifters. I got into strength sports because of powerlifting. I'm not bashing it like that much. I like strongman much more.
much?
I just wish people would stop trying to talk shit on strongman from powerlifting and say that they're world record holders when they did it. A deadlift that was the best 20 to 23-year-old 165 in the state of Pennsylvania with knee sleeves on. Like, chill out,
Right.
dude. You're not a world record holder. Anyway, talking about your strongman show, Vaughn, someone that's doing your show asked a 2-part question. It's my first time strongman competition. What should I expect and how should I warm up coming from a powerlifting background?
Interesting. Well, Here's the thing. I'm going to have everything set up where you can warm up in the back. You know where we train at?
Yeah.
I'm going to have everything back there for people to warm up.
Yeah. That's a cool setup. That's a cool
So
setup.
however anybody decides to, what was the first part of the question? I'm sorry,
So
I'm a little slow.
it's the person's first time doing a strongman competition. So
what
like
are they going to expect?
yeah, so powerlifting, it's like, right, you got squat, bench, deadlift. You go in, it's like, okay, I warm up for squats. I know I'm opening at a 405 squat. So I'm going to work up to like 365, maybe hit my last single, go take 405. And then once I finish squats, I can see how the meat's running. And I know I got to warm up for bench. Then I got to warm up for deadlift. It's easy to warm up for because you know what you're opening for. It at least should be.
It's the same thing. When you're warming up for press, it's just like warming up for any type of press. You're going to warm up the same way. Now, you're not going to have some people like you guys, Dante, you didn't have much warm up at
Dutch.
Dutch, correct?
I did it was like 125 was my only warm up, and then had to jump to 250.
Yeah. And that kind of sucks. I remember at Nats in 19, when we were warming up for the yoke, they had 2 yokes for like 550 people. That wasn't going to work. So I just grabbed underneath the yoke that we were going to use, and I was just doing like 10-foot sprints with them.
Speaking of that, we were doing yoke pushes because we were trying to warm up in between events, or yoke presses.
Oh, well, that's not bad. Anything you can do to warm up, you do. And what he can expect is don't expect the best thing to happen to you. Just expect whatever you're going to do, you're going to be fine at, because nobody's going to judge you if you fail, or nobody's going to, they're going to applaud you if you do something great.
Yeah.
That's the sport of strongman.
One thing, somehow this comes up on every episode, and if anyone listens to every episode, they're gonna be like, "Dude, just shut up! Like, we get it. You like strongman." But one thing this guy is gonna see from coming from powerlifting is how insanely friendly and supportive and helpful everyone is at this show.
Dude,
Like, it's gonna overwhelm you how much.
When you did your
help
first show, were you kind of shocked that people were cheering for you?
I literally talked about it. I don't know what episode I talked about it. Dante will figure it out. One of our 580 fanatics will remind me, but I literally said, like, I was doing my first event and I thought I was like getting laughed at, or like everyone was cheering for me. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, am I just an idiot? Am I just like, what's going on? I don't know what the hell's happening. Everyone's cheering for me. I'm like, I don't get it. Everyone's helping me.
Yeah. Everybody's so supportive. I mean, listen, we do know that there are very, very few out there that are just douchebags.
Yeah,
You'll Ryan Sacco.
No, people are going to make mistakes. People don't care if you make mistakes, though.
Yeah.
It's strongman.
And
they're gonna support you 100%. Oh, don't worry about it. Shake it off. Let's move on to the next event. They're gonna help you out. They're gonna give you advice. Same thing.
Yeah, and it will make you that much better for your next show because you're gonna learn little things. It's gonna be crazy.
People who start in strongman get hooked.
Yeah, I agree. And like one thing I notice is it's always it's probably just a coincidence from the shows I've done, but it's always the person that's a complete douche that does horrible. At our last show, there was a person and we were waiting for Axel. And I remember asking them, I was like, "Hey, are you taking this weight?" And they go, "No." It was like 215 or something. And it was in like 30-pound jumps, something like that. And I was like, "You taking that weight?" And he goes, "No, that's way too light for my opener." And they go and do the next jump. And like the person was like actually a dick to me. And they go into the next jump and they zero the event. They couldn't get a rep with their opener.
Dude,
it was so
ego is the worst thing you can have in strongman.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's not a lot of people with egos in strongman, even at the highest level. But we know, and we've seen it, there's that 1 or 2 guys that have an ego for some reason that really never accomplish something, and those are the guys that nobody respects just because of that attitude.
100%. This is another question kind of, and well, so couple questions for you. What would be one thing you would change looking back at your strongman career? What's one thing you would change? Not like start earlier, but like since you started, what's one thing you would do differently?
Grab a coach.
Get a coach?
Grab a coach instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like can change me instantly, dude. Like I said, when I went to the first Nats and seeing those guys, dude, those guys are the real deal. There was one guy, Mark Bevins. Mark Bevins the year before competed as both a middleweight and a heavyweight. He won the middleweight and he placed like third or fourth at heavyweight. You know, and the dude was competing for so many years. He has all that knowledge. So if you get the right coach, it's just going to put you ahead of the game where you think that you are trying to do it on your own. I don't know one person who thinks they can do it on their own that if they had a good coach, they could do better. There's no doubt about it.
It's helped me a ton.
It's been proven every single time.
Right. I want to say something. This is like my ADHD brain going off but if we ever get a soundboard for this podcast and like we can just like put in like clips, the way Vaughn says Nats is the most Yinzer thing I've ever heard in my life. He says Nats and it's like, dude, he's got an Iron City and he's from Uniontown and watching the Buccos. I'm like, holy, I like look up. It's unbelievable. The Yinzer accent on Nats. It's the funniest thing ever. But
You gotta love it.
Oh, I do love it.
Milltown.
So Vaughn, what year did you start Strongman? This is gonna set
2011.
So 2011, so 10 years. So that's good for this question. So started in 2011. It's 2021 now. How much have you seen? Like you've got to witness this sport progress so much in 10 years. Where do you see it going in 10 years from now?
Well, there's one person out there that I'm a big fan of, but he has completely changed the sport. Completely. Yeah. There's money involved now. There's prize money. Now, me being in it for 10 years, I never cared about receiving prize money ever.
Sure.
I didn't care. I just wanted to do my best. Of course, you know, you want to win, but you want to do your best. And when you don't do your best, it sucks. When you can't perform, it sucks. But that's where the sport is going. The sport is going to grow just because what that one guy did.
Is he a middleweight?
What's that?
Is he a middleweight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the best in the world.
Yeah.
And it's what he always wanted to do. You know, he would complain about it, but he went out and did something about it.
I give him credit for that.
Yeah, you have to give him credit for that. He literally changed the whole landscape of the sport.
Yeah.
You know, so the one show that he did got so much recognition. And this is what puts fear into every other sanction out there because he only did one weight class. He can pick any weight class and do the same exact thing.
Right.
You know,
100%.
Because he is fervent about doing what he's doing. And you got to respect that, man, because now everybody else has to step up.
Right.
Which is good. And it's great for the sport. So what you're going to see is more notoriety and more money. That's what you're going to see, which is great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's crazy too. I mean, I just think, I think like social media is a necessary evil for us because it's helping the sport so much. Like I bitch about what I see on social media, but we're able to like communicate. We're able to post our lists. We're able to get feedback. We're able to have online coaches, have these big strongman groups like Starting Strongman DIY that like Strongman, Starting Strongman has over 30,000 members. Frawley went to Myrtle Beach this week and Dante posted because Frawley doesn't have Facebook and he's like, hey, is there Myrtle Beach, someone to train? And like Frawley didn't end up going there, but they're like, hey, there's not any strongman gyms, but this guy's backyard has all these implements. Like it's crazy. Like I went to West Texas in the middle of the desert, and I joined a Facebook group called Texas Strongman, and it's all the state of Texas. They all post their lifts, everything like that. And I found a dude within like 2.5 hours of me in the middle of the desert that had a fully equipped strongman gym, and he was like, "Yeah, come on over to my garage and train strongman for the day."
That doesn't shock me. Somebody from Texas having anything. Those dudes are corn fed. He probably had like 8 rifles hanging up above his log or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was a crazy garage gym. It was insane. He had like 3,000 pounds of rogue calibrated plates. It was insane. It was very, yeah. He had a custom. This is how much Texas pride they have. His log was custom powder coated the Texas flag.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Wow,
incredible.
that's pretty cool though.
Yeah, it was.
But that's cool that there's a site called Texas Strongman like that. Because I don't think there's anything like that in PA.
I actually recently circled back because I was talking to that kid again, and I thought about making one for PA.
Do it.
There's so many people. I'll make it
Be an
tonight.
innovator.
All right, I'll make it tonight.
Seriously, that would be great. Because there's a lot of strongman gyms in PA. But
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people, if you're not in the game, you don't even know about it.
Right? There's people that live 3 minutes from my house that still don't know 580 barbell's a thing. I was in starting strongman, and someone posted, "Hey, are there any strongman implements in Beaver County, PA?" And I was like, I had to give a double take. I'm like, dude, there's a fully equipped strongman gym right in the middle of Beaver County, PA. He's like, I never heard of it. So I was like,
wow.
Hey, I guess I suck as an owner, not promoting enough. But
I mean, it's not like we're doing a ton of marketing. It's kind of like just Instagram and Facebook and stuff, and it's just people who follow us.
It's
so
me.
It's not like you're like, yeah, it's not like you're paying for advertising.
I also,
anywhere.
You know what? I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but I'm banned from Instagram from 580's accounts because we're like a business account. Like, I'm banned from running ads on Instagram now because we did when the other lockdowns happened and we made that funny shirt that says Governor Wolf doesn't lift and everyone bought it and it got a bunch of buzz on social media. I tried to run an ad for it for Instagram, like go to the site, just kind of hype it up. And they blocked it because of COVID political posts.
My gosh.
And I am not allowed still to this day to run ads from our Instagram. So we do meathead marketing. Honestly, the best marketing is the guys we got at the gym, like just promoting, like Frawley, Dante, everyone posts their lifts and it's awesome because I just repost them. It makes my life a million times easier. And like, I don't know.
Yeah, being a gym owner, you have to market. If you don't, I mean, you're screwed.
It's social media though. It's so easy for me. Like I take an hour every night and I just make sure I go over everything. Messages, everything goes direct notification. I try to message back within 5 minutes of getting a message or an email or anything like that. I think it goes a long way. But yeah, I don't know. We just have like at 580, what I love about it, and we talked right before the show started, but we have the most loyal members, and that's the reason like it's been as successful as it's been.
That's great. That's great. They're not going to be loyal if they don't respect you guys.
Right. But
so that just shows something with your character.
I told Riley tonight, I would rather have 20 members that are loyal and are like ride or die, 580 barbell, like training there, than have 2,000 members. I'm not even joking. I would rather that. Like I take loyalty like so to heart. I see these like people and they're training at maybe not strongman, but like 2 gyms, and they're like a block away from each other, and they're like direct competitors, and the owners are like, I'm like, dude, pick a side. That would eat me a lot. I would be like, dude, I want the loyal guys that want to ride or die for 580, and that's who I got. That's my team, and we're gonna have the best team. That's just how I feel.
That's great,
dude. We got I didn't ever talk to Frawley in my life, really, besides like hi and bye. And I posted on our Instagram, like opening night, we're getting all our equipment tonight. We need help carrying it in. I did the bullshit, like free beer and pizza if you come help. Like no one cares about that. Like it sucks. But Frawley just shows up out of nowhere and starts helping, and then he signs up for the gym that night.
I was ready. I was like,
Frawley sounds like our Ryan. Ryan's like our Frawley then.
I didn't tell anybody I was coming. And Dante tells Josh, like, I think Frawley's here. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Josh was like, "There's no way that he's in this building right now. He's in the building without a coat." And then I come out of the bathroom because I had to piss, and he's like, "What's up, dude?" I was
Now
like,
we're-
"Hey,
now we're besties.
Now he's on the top podcast and
Yeah, we're podcast
Bestie this,
stars.
Josh.
We're besties.
bestie, this."
He's addicted to the
Got
wedding.
him. Got him.
Let's just see how long we can film this podcast now. Let's get like 19 hours. Just take off work tomorrow. I'm
We
having
got
too
any more
much fun.
questions?
Yeah, there's some more.
Questions.
Goku asked a
segment.
question. Goku posted a question about being strong enough to come down to 580 because he's all sad because he got back into lifting 2 weeks ago and he got buried by a 225 bench this week and sent me a video. And he's all down on himself right now about coming to 580. He's embarrassed. But seriously, anyone can come. Like, honestly, strength level. Dude, we just had an awesome
He'll
dude
get there.
from Arizona, never done strongman, strength sports, or anything, just in town for work. His name's Ray, and he's just a dude from Arizona in the town for work, and he's here, and he's a new member. He's awesome. So, like, people like that, it's so cool to meet him.
That's cool.
Ask that. I think we're good.
That's cool,
No,
Vaughn.
Sound like you were saying the ass hat.
He is.
You can, if you're watching on YouTube, I got the Saturdays are for the strongman flag hanging right behind me. There's like 10 different sizes on our site. You can go to 580barbell.com. If you got a garage gym, strongman gym, you can hang it up. It says Saturdays are for strongman. You can get any. People ask me a lot, and I don't know if this business model will change as we grow as a gym where I may actually start printing my own t-shirts and keeping them. I would like to learn how to do that on a t-shirt press, but right now I'm not doing it. But we have a website, 580barbell.com. If you click shop or gear, it'll take you right there. We have a bazillion t-shirt designs. You can get every color under the sun and it'll ship directly to your house. So if you're interested in apparel, I get that a lot. Don't feel like you need to go buy it, but if you want to, 580barbell.com. We have I've said that really weird.
Yeah, I was like, what the
580barbell.com.
Barbell.
Edit that out, Dante.
No.
But it'll ship directly to your house. We have this flag. We got hats now. Frawley's the design of the dad hat, and it's like my favorite thing we ever did. Some new designs coming. And yeah, it'll say on there like some stuff about the gym too.
Did you get Anthony one of those shirts?
I'm gonna mail him out one.
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about it. He
You think
likes
that dude's intelligent?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible. I'm so like Vaughn is literally our plug for everyone strongman. Vaughn somehow knows. It's insane how many people he knows. It's
Well, you'd be the same way.
you're basically our publicist and like booking agent. Like you're our talent agent. We just tell you like, hey Vaughn, you think you can get this
I gotta
guy on?
get Evan. I gotta get Evan on for you guys.
Yeah. Or we're gonna start prank calling him. He's got
It
two
might
options.
come to that. It might
I
come
just
to
talked
that.
to him today.
How many times do you talk on the phone in a day?
Yeah.
Every
That
time I
is
talk to
crazy.
Vaughn, he talked to 50 million people on the phone that day.
I'm a sales rep, guys.
That's true. I enjoy talking on the phone with you, messaging on
Yeah.
Instagram. It's a good time.
Heck yeah.
Anything else we need to talk about this week?
Just
I hope you enjoyed your week off from me.
I can't wait till Frawley gets back.
I
I'm
can't
gonna
wait.
miss Frawley.
I can't wait to slap Frawley and get a nice little handprint.
I
on
can't wait to do
sunburn.
my chin again. I haven't been able to do it.
Every time Frawley walks to the door, we yell, Frawley, Frawley.
That's a true story. That does happen every time.
Frawley just got to
Josh
get
tried-
off the Instagram and get to the gym. That's what I tell
Josh
him.
tried it
all the
with
time.
Furby and it just wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same.
Nope.
But we're going to Mars, baby. Buckle up. 580 barbell. More news coming up. Appreciate everyone for the support. Make sure if you're listening to this, subscribe to the podcast on whatever platform you're listening to. If you're already subscribed, unsubscribe, resubscribe. And yeah, Grip Mountain Chalk, 580 barbell 15, right, Dante? Or just 580 barbell?
Yeah.
580 barbell 15. Grip Mountain Chalk, the best chalk in the world. 580barbell.com. We appreciate the support. We love you guys.
Love you guys.
Later.
Bye.
We love you.
Bye.
Later.
See ya.